Hello, is it Shmita66? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope my microphone. Okay, I think it's working. Yeah. I actually got interrupted when I was trying to do my stream like about an hour ago, so it's good to be back. We were going to have one of my friends on here, but unfortunately I had to end the stream, so we're starting over. Living the dream. I love that answer. That is wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. How am I doing? I'm doing good too. Um, I feel like I should use that phrase sometime when I talk to people. I should say I'm living my dream as well. Um, to be honest, I don't think I'm living it like fully right now, but I'm kind of living it. So, why not? We're beginning our dream right now. That's maybe the way I would say it for where I am right now, but that's wonderful. Always love to hear that. We're going to wait a little bit to see if anyone else joins, but I will do my Duolingo exercise on this stream if you want to watch that. But for now, we're just going to try to get the stream started again. Oh, you heard this from other people. Interesting. Yeah, people come up with great ways to start a conversation, and that's a very good one. There's other ways you can say hello or answer the how you are doing question. If you've seen Heather's, um, one way you can greet people is greetings and salutations. That's another one. I don't think I've actually used that greeting ever, but if I wanted to, I could. I don't think anyone else uses that as far as I know, so if they happen to have seen the movie, they would understand right away. Perhaps. Oh, yes. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to sit over here. I have a few things to do today. I have to do a meeting in the afternoon. I have to post some content. I'm doing a live stream right now. I need to apply for some jobs. It's a busy day. But the weather is nice. I feel refreshed and awake. And yeah, I don't know what else to add. Probably going to practice music today too. My singing needs to be practiced. I'm going to try to make it a good day. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to say. I'm just going to mute my microphone for the time being. I'm probably going to answer some like a message right now on a different device, and then if anyone wants to say hello, feel free to. If nobody else joins, I may just do my Duolingo exercise in like the next like 5 to 10 minutes because I do want to get that done. And sometimes people join like while I'm like halfway through my exercise, so they get to see whatever I'm doing at the moment. So that'll be great. So yeah, I'm gonna mute my microphone for now. My microphone. Okay, hello. Hi, Julianne. How's it going? My microphone is still acting funny. Hello. Um, is it working? Okay, it works. I was like, it just takes a moment for it to work, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't think my computer likes microphones. Like, it has an issue with my USB microphone, which is what I'm using right now, and my gaming headset microphone, which doesn't work anymore. And then when I use the microphone in the computer itself, it sounds terrible. So I don't know. Just doesn't like microphones. Hmm. Okay. This stream has been notably slower than any other stream I've had. I think I'm going to blame this on the fact that I got interrupted when I was starting my stream an hour ago. Because it was off to a good start, and then I had to quit. So I will do my Duolingo exercise for everyone who wants to watch it right now. So I will switch windows if you want to watch me do it. I actually don't know if you can hear it though. I think I should have plugged in my headphones. Hold on. Excuse me. Maybe I should advertise in Jamal that I'm doing my Duolingo exercise. Later, AJ's air prizes every 5 soups. Doing Duolingo right now, lol. Wait, I think if I say that, then it's not doing Duolingo, lol. Okay.
내일, 저기, 지도, 내일,
Oh, I didn't pay attention, so I didn't even know what word that was. I'm trying to get my. Hold on. Let me try to move my stuff around a little bit. Okay, so that was wrong.
저것은 뭐예요?
Oops. Um, what is this again?
저것은 뭐예요?
What is that? Maybe I'm guessing
저것은
that
뭐예요?
is what is. Okay.
저거, 좋은, 우체국, 저거, 저것은 우리 선물이에요.
That is,
저것은 우리 선물이에요.
you see, I don't know what, that is our, oh, okay. I was
특별한
like,
가게예요.
it was probably gift, but then I was like, that doesn't seem, I don't know why I was questioning myself there.
특별한 가게예요.
What is this?
특별한 가게예요.
I think it's a special store.
경기장. 특별한.
저것은 특별한 핸드폰이에요.
Um, Wait, is this again?
저것은 특별한 핸드폰이에요.
Is that a special phone?
지도가 아니에요.
It's a map. Oh, it's not a map. Whoops. I'm going too fast.
맥주,
웃긴.
저가, 축구,
Um,
지도,
oh, wait. Help. I didn't mean to run out of hearts. No thank you. Okay, that didn't even count. Oh my goodness. That actually didn't even count for, okay. I'm just gonna speed through this.
맛있는.
Wait, that's right.
딸기.
아니요.
Wait, no, no. Wait, I'm going too fast.
민준 씨는 회사원이에요?
Is Mr. Minjun...
민준 씨는 회사원이에요?
카메라, 19,
지갑이랑 시계 감사합니다. 지갑이랑 시계 감사합니다. 지갑이랑 시계 감사합니다.
민준 씨는
어.
19살이에요.
I actually thought they were going to penalize me for doing that in a different order.
민준 씨는 19살이에요. 민준 씨는 19살이에요.
보라 씨는 몇 살이에요? 보라 씨는 몇 살이에요?
주스랑 빙수 주세요.
민준 씨는 몇 살이에요? 민준 씨는 몇 살이에요?
맛있는 딸기 케이크예요. 핸드폰이랑 목걸이예요.
제 선물은 딸기 케이크예요. 회사원이에요. 민준 씨 회사
Just trying to get another heart. Or at least just get my streak back.
민준 씨는 의사예요. 아니요. 음식.
Okay. I finished. Okay, since nobody is saying anything, I'm going to mute my microphone, but if you want to say hello, feel free to. We will do our next giveaway at 325. Hi, Trini. Hello. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. I hope my microphone's working. Okay. I've just been sitting here trying to answer a job application question, taking advantage of the silence in my stream today to practice my answer, which I have decided to give up on trying to improvise it. I'm just going to write a script and then record myself reading it and try to sound natural. So it's liked. Oh, thank you so much for liking my stream if that's what you're talking about. I really appreciate that. Good. Oh, wonderful. Always happy to hear that. Wonderful. You know, I actually could almost read the answer out loud to everyone in the stream if you want. I have to record a video, so um I'm being a little bit bold with this application, to be honest. I've already posted about it on a different social media account. Like, I made a video for them and I decided to just share it with my audience online. And I actually got 2 new followers, so haha, I win. I'm basically just pulling things out of a hat right now, just trying to get a job. So if that's what needs to be done, I'm just gonna start telling people what I'm doing and just kind of rub it in there that you know I I really want to get hired, please. Anyway, nice that you both are in the stream together. That's always nice. How lovely. Um, Luckily, I have a slight advantage with how I can answer this, I would think, because I have actually interned in this industry before. That's what I'm trying to tell them. So I'm not going to be one of those like desperate to get noticed kind of people, hopefully. Although supposedly, if I make a social media post about the fact that I'm applying for this, maybe it is coming off as desperate. But let's just take a look at this job market and think about it. At this point, I do not care. So, but yeah, no, I mean, 2 new people deciding to follow me because I put that video up online. That's great. So I would say that's a win. That is a win, regardless of what happens after this. I mean, if they unfollow me, then that's gonna probably pretty much not mean anything. But like, they followed me because of that video, so I would assume they wanted to, right? I didn't even expect that. Like, it was like 2 minutes long. It's a video that's 2 minutes long. And I was like, putting it on Instagram is a terrible idea because it's too long. But again, I was like, it doesn't really matter. I just want to show you what I'm doing. I'm not really familiar with pets, unfortunately. Um, so, um, I would have to, I guess, do a giveaway in order for them to say anything. But somebody probably does know about pets. I don't know anything about pets. I guess the only way you can really see, like, if people, like, if you, like, wait, I'm not making sense. I guess you would just have to try seeing if anyone would offer for your pet and kind of judge based on that, like, maybe what the worth is. I would say going to Brady's lab is probably the most likely place you'll find people who know about pets. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try to write this answer. It needs to be 2 minutes long, and I don't think it's anywhere close to being 2 minutes long. I mean, I'm like, what am I supposed to say in 2 minutes that would persuade you to hire me? It's kind of like, I'm not sure. It's a very busy environment, and it comes down to people's time becoming limited, the more influence the role has. Okay, I'm going to see how long. I'm going to just say this out loud. I'm going to see how long this is so far. I just only need to write 2 minutes worth of words and then read the script. Sophie Strange, hello, welcome back. How's it going? I'm applying for a job right now. I'm going to practice recording it. Well, I'm not going to record it, but I'm going to see how long. I have to write a 2-minute response and record a video, which is, I don't know why they want us to do that, but they want us to do that. And then when I'm ready, I will film a video, perhaps while I'm live streaming. I'm being really bold right now. I already, actually, speaking of that, I already had, oh, thank you. Thank you for the luck. I already made a video for them, like a different video, and I actually decided to post it for my social media, like my Instagram audience. Why did I say social media? Instagram. I actually got 2 new followers because of that video, so I'm like, huh, I guess I win. Because I feel like there's like a really, like, smaller than pennies chance that I'm going to get noticed by this company. So I'm just going to get more bold with how I respond to that and let the world know. So I say if I got 2 new followers from posting that video that they're probably going to ignore, I would say that's a win. So I'm just tired of like people not noticing what I'm doing, you know? But yeah, that's how it's going. But how are you doing? Anyway, let me try reading this. If I was stuck in the elevator with a member of I would approach having a conversation respectfully. I know from interning in the music industry before that it is a very busy environment, and it comes down to people's time becoming limited the more influence their role has. I think that was only 20 seconds. I hope that's an okay start. Some strange question that they're asking me to answer. They're basically saying if you're stuck in an elevator with someone with this much influence in this company, what would you do? And I'm like, what do you think I would do? I mean, first of all, I need to get out of the elevator. That's terrible. But I don't know if they want me to approach this as in whoever I'm stuck in the elevator with is willing to talk to me, or if they're like, I don't know, in a bad mood because they're like late to a meeting or something and they're stuck with me who has no influence whatsoever in any place right now. Like, it would just be a waste of time. I don't know like what approach they want me to take with this, so I'm just like I, I'm 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 pulling things out of a hat, I guess, and coming up with an assumption. Once again, you're at work. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, work is work. Tomorrow you go on vacation, though, so you're super excited. Oh, very good. Vacation's nice. You're stuck in the elevator and cry. Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, it's scary, right? I mean, if you're stuck in the elevator, I would assume that also means maybe the power is out, right? So, like, maybe the lights are off. That wouldn't be very fun. So yeah, I mean, obviously get out of the elevator first, but um, I don't think that's what they wanted me to say, so I will not say that. Um, it's just a scenario, like if you were alone with somebody with this much influence, what would you do? So, I mean, it's a true statement as someone who has interned in the music industry. They're very busy over there. They put their artists first. when you're an intern, you're not really super important to them in comparison to their artists because, well, you're just an intern, right? And their artists are like making, well, it depends on the label, I guess, or company or something, but I mean, I've interned at a record label that's had some really famous artists, like really successful people associated with them. So of course they're going to put them first because they're the ones making the money, bringing in the awards, all that kind of stuff, increasing credibility. So they're first. You would impress the influential person with your very advanced ability to call emergency services help. I want to answer that. I'm not going to lie. That sounds perfect. Um, yeah, I don't know. It would be so funny if, like, years later I become, like, this influential person, and then, I don't know, maybe someone from this company is looking at my live streams because they know that it's me, and then they hear me talking about this, like, complaining about their application. I don't know. I'm not going to think about, like, not going to think that far into the future. I don't really know yet. I mean, okay, I would say, like, at this point, like, in comparison to, like, a few years ago, I've definitely reached a point where they should probably pay attention to me a little bit more because I've happened to enter the music industry as an intern at this point, which I feel like that's already kind of like not so easy to do. So it's more like I'm trying to get another internship or trying to get hired. So it's not like I'm starting from nothing. So maybe you should pay attention to me a bit more. I don't know. I also went down I think, a more difficult path in order to get in, considering that I didn't major in music. I wouldn't know, but I would think that if you studied music in college, it's probably easier for you to enter the industry through, like, I don't know, like, it's easier to make connections that probably would get you in. Plus, they would probably, in, like, academic advising, they would probably give you more information about, like, opportunities and maybe guide you toward them. I kind of just figured out stuff by myself, so that's commendable, I would say, if anyone gets into an industry that's completely different from wherever they're starting from. That's not easy to do. Um, okay, I'm going to try to continue this answer. Given that, um, I mean, I feel like they don't want me to think about if this person's panicking in the elevator, so I would just skip over that. But I mean, obviously, duh, we wouldn't. Why would we be in the elevator? Given that, I would try to. I would focus more on listening to what they have to say. Wait, I don't know if that's gonna work. Then I need to find a way to say that I wouldn't be someone who would ask a lot of questions so much or try to, like, I don't know, impress them maybe. It's just more like I would just try to approach connecting with them like I would connect with anyone else. Because I feel like in this industry, it's quite possible that people are so desperate to have stardom that they they will be really self-centered and just try to get every little advantage they can out of things. Hi, little comment. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. I'm trying to apply for a job live on stream. Epic stream. Here's a gift. Oh, thank you so much for the rare hibiscus flower light up ring, priceless couch. I really appreciate that. I will say thank you. That's a really nice answer, honestly. Oh, thank you. I hope it is. I mean, I just would imagine that they, well, okay, so like my supervisor in like my previous internship has ranted to me about how annoying I guess artists can be, like that are like I guess associated with the label. Because like they don't read like, well, I don't know. I don't really know how to word it, but I mean, she gets pestered with like emails all the time that she's like answered like a million times. It's kind of like customer service, but in like the art, the the world of entertainment. Um, so someone with that much influence, they don't really have a lot of time to, I guess, just answer the same questions or just sit around like listening to someone who's trying to impress them. So I'm trying to like come up with a way to word it so that I don't come off that way because I understand what that's like from watching it happen. They're just people. These are just people trying to do their job. I mean, the fact that they have this company's name with them is kind of like it's kind of like when people are trying to reach out to a recruiter to get hired. It's they get spam with this stuff. Good, good. Oh, yay. What a precious item it is. I'm trying to send something as a thank you. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I will give you, I'll give you this. This is really nice. Give you a, give you that. Here you go. Okay. I am back now with my stream. I mean, I don't really know if my answer makes me unique. It might honestly sound more like I am trying to impress them still because of my awareness of this, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's a better answer than saying I will try to impress them as much as possible by saying, look at how many followers I have, and um, I can write music. You should sign me. Like, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the wrong answer. So I won't say that. I'm not going to even mention it. Like, the fact that I even thought about it, I won't say it. Like, no. They already get enough of that from the rest of the world who's trying to be the next big thing. I don't think they will appreciate that happening if they were stuck in an elevator with somebody who could be or may never be someone like that. Right? How would you know? Anyway, given that, I would focus more listening to what they would say if they're open to talking rather than trying to find a good action word for this. Pick me of the music world. Oh, yes. Yeah. This industry is really like that. I mean, I haven't seen too much of it from the business perspective right now, but I get that impression, though, that this happens a lot. So I don't want to become one of those people either and annoy someone with so much influence. It's just something to note. So yeah, actually, when I was interning, I didn't really ask a lot of questions. I was just more like observing things, but I don't really know if it was like the right thing to do because it may have kind of hurt me in terms of getting a return offer if I wasn't making myself a little more heard in the room, right? But at least I wasn't doing the opposite of like just desperately trying to get my face in there. You know, it's I feel like that would probably be worse. So at least I just tried to keep it more neutral and just, you know, if they gave me an internship, I might as well just be respectful of their time and just observe and then maybe ask a question if it's natural to ask a question. Another thing is I don't think I was in person often enough. I mostly well, I don't know how to say this. I guess it's mostly like I was not really interacting with people even when I was in the office because of like the work I was doing. It probably would have helped if I had a role that required me to talk to people more often. Plus, if I was not in the office every day that I was doing any work, or even like more often coming into the office, like I only came in like 2 times a week at most. I could have been coming in 5 days a week, just working part-time hours, and maybe that would have been better because you know frequency of how much I go there, like how much I'm visiting the office, probably would have helped. But yeah, it was just kind of unfortunate. But that's just something like the more that you show up, I think the more people will notice you naturally. So, and then you'll get more comfortable talking to people the more you show up, actually. That's something that I probably should have been thinking about, but I would say if you're trying to go to college full time and you are doing this internship for part time hours, and every time you go to the office, it's 4 hours total of driving there and back. I don't think it's very easy to be thinking about what you should be doing to maybe do better because you're already distracted by how tired you are from the commute and you have to do your schoolwork and all that. It's unfortunate timing. So, next time I do it, though, if I do it again, probably would try to do it if I'm not going to school and maybe if I'm closer to the area. Maybe. But make it easier. But yeah, that was a challenging schedule. I've also noticed as someone who kind of gets drained easily from I don't really know if socializing really comes in here, but after driving for like 2 hours, or mostly being stuck in traffic for 2 hours, it's actually traffic that's causing that. Going straight into the office after that's just, I just don't have the energy to talk to anyone. That was another problem. I was too drained, like every time I went in. I think I should have tried to leave earlier, maybe to avoid traffic, and then maybe gave myself some time to take a break first before going into the office because I like went straight in after getting out of traffic and I was feeling super drained. You're gonna grind TFD, but you just don't want to click anything. Oh no! Oh no! Anyway, I just basically went on to. I don't know if it was me venting or not, but it was just kind of like a reflection on kind of how that went and what I probably could have done better to maybe increase the chances of me getting a return offer because I didn't end up really getting one, so it was unfortunate. But I feel like what I said was probably what contributed to that. So it's just some advice. You should try to show up more often. Maybe try to, if you have traffic problems, try to see if you can find a way to relax yourself before you go into the office because you get a little bit tense after all that driving. Or maybe don't do something that involves a lot of driving if that's too much. I mean, I was okay with it, but it did drain me a lot, so that's something I should have probably considered. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We are 3 away from our next giveaway. Anyway, given that, I will focus more on listening to what they would say if they're open to talking to me rather than pressing them with questions, maybe. I know that the artists come first in your company. Well, actually, that's an assumption. Do artists really do come? Actually, I think they do. Honestly, any company in the music industry, artists will be first, pretty much. It's kind of like customer service. The customer is that saying if the customer is always right, I guess. You're supposed to be prioritizing your clients, your customers, your artists, whatever. And especially for someone on the executive team. It is. It is imperative that I mean, this answer sounds okay so far. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to keep making it sound good. And then I have to time it again. I have to do 2 minutes of this, so which is why I'm writing a script. I'm like, I cannot come up with this like from memory in 2 minutes. It's a little too much. Like I want to use good words here, and not say a lot of ums. So many birds. Help! Why do you think there's so many birds? We can't move around unless we're a bird. It's so difficult to move when you're a land animal in this game. Do you, can you imagine how chaotic it would be if every single animal could fly over the roofs, like or step onto them? That would be so funny. I would actually love to see that happen. Like every single animal suddenly is granted the ability to fly, so that all of them can like move over here. That would be so funny. Having a script is so good. Yes, it is. Well, I would say the only risk though is you need to make sure you don't sound like you're reading the script. Like as in you don't like vary how you I guess emphasize your words or something. Cause then that's just gonna sound like you're not being authentic. And I don't want them to think that ChatGPT wrote this because it's not ChatGPT, it's me. So but with a question like this, I feel like the answer is a little more complicated, so I do kind of want to write a script. Oh, I thought you meant animals in real life. Oh, hell. Oh, my goodness. That would be good too, but, well, actually, that would not. I'm pretty sure it would be really, really bad if every single animal could go on the roof. It would be an apocalypse in this world. I'd love to be able to fly for sure. Flying would be really fun. I can imagine if humans could fly would be probably the biggest source of that chaos, not gonna lie. Because it would be so fun. We would have fun flying, but like I'm just imagining the chaos that would be in this world if we could fly. There's so many people that if you see all of them in the sky, it's like it's going to be a really crowded sky. Nobody would be on the ground. It would be so like chaotic, but flying would be fun though. I do agree. Flying, unfortunately, that's one thing that we cannot do as humans. We cannot fly, and we have to watch other animals who can fly. We don't have that power. You forgot people use ChatGPT in professional settings. Oh yeah, yeah. Because something like this, I'm sure people are going to try to use ChatGPT. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We're 2 away from our next giveaway. You know what's funny about that? Actually, I was taking an anthropology class to finish my degree recently. And the professor ended up announcing to the class. So, okay, I need to give some context first, right? So, we were supposed to watch a video. I think we had to connect to like a specific VPN or something like that to watch it. And then we had to fill out a worksheet with like maybe like 5 blanks, like just fill in the blanks, and it's like really easy if you watch the video. So I watched the video and I finished it, right? It was like a pretty simple assignment. Not long after that, the professor announced that she noticed that a lot of people had clearly not watched the video because the answers that ChatGPT gave for the worksheet were completely wrong. And I'm just like, did you really think that you would be able to use ChatGPT to get away with not doing this assignment? And especially because it was so simple too. Like it didn't even have to write an essay. It was just watch the video, fill in the blanks, you're all done. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, so many people had done that. Like, thinking that ChatGPT gives an original answer. It doesn't. It's the same answer for everyone. Hi, Alyssa Gamer. How's it going? Hopefully I pronounced it correctly. Oh yeah, at my job, we have a whole program to try and tell if people using chat in their emails to clients. Oh no. It's kind of obvious when someone does use ChatGPT, honestly. Well, I guess it depends, but usually, like, the way that the AI answers questions, it's very similar, right? they kind of put a lot of emojis and they're like really enthusiastic. Um, and they like to use your name a lot too. I mean, yeah, nobody does that. My college has started introducing AI, and it's an art college. Wait, what? It sounds very cold, really. Usually, when I talk to, well, I usually use Copilot if I use any AI, and I mean, so far, I think Copilot's pretty friendly, but it's kind of more like it's a little bit neutral, honestly, like the way the friendliness comes out. So I guess in that sense, it's a little bit cold. Like it's kind of disconnected. Like you don't really feel that human aspect of talking to someone as much. Also, I've actually tried to ask it for advice, and then like it keeps like giving me something too general. Plus, if I say like with my code, like it still made a mistake after correcting it, like it's still wrong. It keeps like trying to insist that its answer is correct, and I'm like, you just have a limit here with how much you can help, right? It's kind of funny. Art college, Naya. Oh no. Mostly for essays, no image generation. Okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, when it starts coming down the AI art, like no, 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 no. I think initially I thought it was really cool that AI could make images that look pretty realistic in a sense, but over time you kind of see like the quality, like you can see the quality of that. It's like not as good as like when somebody hand draws something or something like that. Like it's not the same. You can tell. It's like it's really weird. I was just only impressed with the fact that we've actually reached a point where technology can do that, but we still like when people actually make the art so much better. Or at least I think a lot of us do. I don't know. I was watching it and it wouldn't let me comment. I like your page. Oh, hi, King Maple. How's it going? Thank you. I know that when people subscribe, they have to wait like a minute usually to say anything, but sometimes it doesn't work. I've actually tried turning off my subscribers only mode too, and apparently that didn't work either. So sometimes that happens, but I really appreciate that you're here. Thank you so much. And thank you for letting me know about that too, because um, it's good for me to be aware. I don't know if I can fix it or not, but it's kind of what it is. Wait. Oh, I accidentally closed Animal Jam. Help. Yeah, exactly. We should not automate art. I agree with that. Because it's amazing when people can actually make art, right? I mean, we shouldn't be discrediting that. Yeah, people who use AI is accessible, and then yeah, then there's people who are blind, you don't have an arm or hands, right? They yeah, then they sometimes say like those kind of comments, like somebody who is. I'm trying to figure out how to word it because I actually so there's like one content creator I actually sometimes watch the reels of. If you've heard of Matthew and Paul, um they're a couple, and Paul is blind and he draws art with his hands. Like he has released some books of his hand drawn art through his tablet, I guess. I think he doesn't draw on paper anymore or anywhere else, but yeah, he doesn't use AI, and he's blind. I don't know if I said that or not, but yeah. But yeah, still like the argument, like, but yeah, but we can use AI if we want to, though. I mean, yeah, but still, I don't think anything can top someone who actually draws art themselves, you know? Yeah, exactly. Taking away the joy of creating things yourself. Yeah, that's true. Like, you didn't even want to try seeing if you could actually do it instead of a computer, right? I don't know if I said this yet, but thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We are one away from our next gift I can't talk, from our next giveaway. Probably going to give out either a blackout elf tail or my blackout wheels. One of those, since we have quite a few people now. AI could be used for accessibility in terms of translation services or transcript. Yeah, that's a useful purpose for it, but yeah. But yeah, create your own art. Yeah. Yes, yeah, he has children's books. That's correct. They're also known for their pranks, like Matthew likes to prank Paul pretty much all the time. But yeah, he draws everything in his books. And it's really nice art, like very beautiful. Yeah, it's useful in translating things, more so than someone fighting an alligator. Yeah, like making a video. Yeah, people are trying to make like AI videos. You know what actually that actually reminds me, I don't know if any of you watched Two Set Violin. Um but they actually were reacting to an AI video of, I forgot what show it was. It was, I don't know, I can't remember the name right now. Um but there was like an AI generated video of like someone, like some old old man playing a violin. And it was really obvious that it was AI. Um like the whole audience like looked the same like throughout like the entire thing, like either the tears from their eyes, like they either had tears in their eyes or they had like their hands like pressed to the sides of their forehead and like their mouth like hanging open. It was so funny, but like it's like obviously uh hope you don't mind, you're kind of a lurker when it comes to streams. Oh, no worries. I actually don't talk a lot either in streams. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. It is time for a giveaway, so if you want to enter, just type in the chat. There's no keyword, and I will roll in a few minutes. But yeah, it will be one of those two things. The elf tail armor, the blackout elf tail armor, or the blackout wheels. I have a few more of those. It's also as a thank you for joining my stream. It actually took me a while to have anyone join my stream today for some reason. That happens though, actually, quite a bit as a small content creator. So, whoops. Oops. LOL, help. How did I copy only part of that? And then I'm going to end the stream after this because I probably should finish that job application. I need to record a video for it, so I probably shouldn't be live streaming while doing that. Yeah. Thank you for coming today, everyone. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we will, I guess, be back soon after this, too. I've been streaming pretty much every day so far. Because I kind of want to keep connecting with people. It's fun. It's also my way of waking me up. Woohoo! Giveaway time, yay! YouTube didn't show me your stream today. Interesting. I have noticed that the algorithm kind of hasn't been sharing, like, things from people you follow so much anymore. I mean, okay, like, as someone who's creating content on, Instagram, like, not for Animal Jam, but for music, most of the people who see my content now are people who are not following me, which is interesting. It used to be the opposite. But I've noticed that if I post photos, it's more likely I'm going to get attention from people who are following me. And quite a bit more, actually. And then if I post a reel, it's more likely that people who aren't following me will see it, and then people who are following me will not. So I don't know what's going on with that. I like the happy face little comment. I'll be gone for a bit on vacation. Oh, okay. Well, have fun during your vacation. Hi, Kathleen Dun. How you say that? Is it Kathleen Dun Jilly? Hope I pronounced it right. Hello. Finally figured out how to comment. Wonderful. Newer to AJ, enjoy meeting new people. Oh, it's you. Hello. King Maple. Welcome. Glad to see that you're here. And you entered the giveaway too, which is perfect. Your stream is more calm than most, honestly. It's nice. Oh, thank you. That's what I'm hoping to do is just keep it calm. Ironically, I'm actually someone who doesn't relax easily, so I get kind of afraid that I project my stress onto people, but actually when I create content and like do things like this, it actually kind of calms me down, so it's good. Because I've kind of considered like doing like an ASMR channel, but I think I'm too tense most of the time to do it effectively. Because I'm always like stressed about something, and then I'm like, I feel like people are going to notice that, you know? Oh, yes. Oh, very good. It is very nice. Oh, thank you. I'll wait another minute or so for anyone who wants to enter, but I will give you one of those blackout items as the prize, so that's very exciting. Yeah. I really appreciate that. I like it when people tell me that my stream is calm, because I'm hoping it is. Angry ASMR channel. Help. More kindness. Yes, more kindness is good. Like I'm not okay, I don't really get angry. Usually, well, I will just say if I'm angry then something's really wrong, okay? I really don't get angry very much. I get frustrated. I feel like that's different though. It's just more like getting annoyed about something like, something inconvenient that happened or whatever. That's not really the same as being angry to me, but I've definitely had moments though where I was like, say, well, it actually happened a few weeks ago. I went to kind of like a networking event because I used to work somewhere and they were like having like some party. And, with me worrying about the job market and all that, I feel like it kind of came out when I was talking to people. Because, when you're saying like, oh, how has everything been? You're like, how has it been? I don't know I don't know how to answer that. Especially when you're pretty aware, like both of you are aware that the person you're talking to is employed and making money at the moment that you're standing there, or maybe were just a moment ago, and you're not. So I'm like, I don't know how to compose myself when, it's kind of like that, but yeah. But I mean, it happens, right? And then when I was like taking a summer class, I was repeating my data structures class actually. Anyone who's in computer science. I'm gonna roll right now, by the way. Congratulations, King Maple. You're very lucky today. I will give you one of those blackout items right now. Um, when I was repeating a class, I ended up also kind of projecting my stress on the people, sort of by accident. Um, I'm trying to remember what happened though. Like, I was worried I was gonna lose my job, like, and like because it was like having to do with like how well I was doing academically, and it was like stressing me out and all that. So, um, I feel sorry for everyone who had talked to me during that time because I was really restless and uneasy, but I feel like I was also like not like in terms of mental health, I was also in a lot worse place than I am now, so I feel like that also didn't help, but yeah. Yeah, good game. Congratulations. Would you actually, if you would like to answer this before I send you it, would you prefer the blackout elf tail armor or the blackout wheels? Um, I can try to show you, maybe. I guess you're going to see the rest of my bank account, but here you go. One of these or one of these. It feels so awkward talking to my peers about jobs. Yeah, you don't know what to say to them because it's on. Yeah, it also when you're the one who has the job too. I feel like that's also yeah, it's definitely awkward. Hmm. You know, actually, so someone I talked to there at that event, I hadn't talked to him like since like over a year ago, so I hadn't really been knowing like I hadn't know what he was going. I don't know what I just said. Hold on, sorry. I haven't known anything about what's been going on with him, but turns out he's been doing extremely well. It just hasn't like said anything like online because I'm like connected with him online, but he doesn't really post anything. And honestly, I was like just so shocked by that, like how well he's doing that. I was kind of like, what do I say? I'm not doing nearly as well as he's doing, like in terms of like financial, like where we are financially. Um, but he graduated before me, like quite a long time before me, in a sense. So I feel like I can't really compare myself to him. But it's just more like if we're both like saying to each other how we have been ever since the last time we've seen each other, I'm kind of like, how do I answer? Anyway, um, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I get this. Like, yes, I'm still unemployed. Yes, I'm just trying. It's just so hard. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, man, we were just having such a good conversation. Now I feel weird ending the stream because like we're having such a good time. But I probably should get going now. Right now, I can't talk. I should probably get going right now. I have been here for like almost 2 hours. Probably should go eat lunch or something. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came today. I hope you had a good time. I really appreciate that you think it was calm. And for anyone who's trying to go get a job, we got this. I'm going to submit that video of answering that question, that elevator question today. I told myself I was going to finish that today, so I will submit that and then move on with more applications. But yeah, I hope to see you around next time, everyone. I've been streaming pretty frequently, so yeah, if you haven't won anything today, no worries. There will be more chances. And yeah, have a